A 6% stock yields 8%. What is the market value of the stock? Well, a 6% stock yields 8%. What does that mean? Well, it means that the dividend is 6% and the interest is 8%. Interest is the amount that is yielded, right? So, if we consider the face value of one share is equals to 100 rupees, then we can say that the dividend is rupees 6. Okay? Now, what is market value? Well, market value is the value of the share at which it is purchased, right? Basically, this is the investment, isn't it? Now, what is interest? Let us write the formula for interest. So, interest percentage is equal to, the gain upon the investment times 100, right? How much you gain upon how much you invest times 100 gives you the interest, right? So we have the interest percentage, that is 8. It is equals to, what is the gain? Well, gain is actually the income on the shares, and the income on the shares is the dividend, isn't it? So if the face value is 100, the dividend is 6 rupees. So 6 is the gain upon the investment is the market value, and that is what we want to find. So MV times 100, right? So I can get the market value as equals to 6 by 8 times 100, and 4 2s are 8, 4 times 25 is 100, and 2 times 3 is 6. So the market value is equals to 25 times 3, and that's 75 rupees. Right, so option B is the correct answer. By investing rupees 1620 in 8% stock, Michael earns rupees 135. Then at what amount is the stock quoted? Well, what do you mean by the statement at what amount is the stock quoted? Well, it actually means the market value of one stock. Well, how do you calculate that? Well, you have been given the total amount invested. So basically you have one formula for calculating the total number of shares, which is N. It is equals to the investment, that is the total investment upon investment on one stock, and that's the market value, right? So you can calculate the market value if you have the total number of shares. And how do you calculate that? Well, if you have the total number of shares as 1, you get the dividend as 8 if we consider the face value as 100, right? Now what will be the number of shares if the dividend is 135 rupees, right? So let it be X, or let it be N. N is equals to 135 by 8. Just cross multiply and equate. Let us put this here. So 135 by 8 is equals to the total investment, that's 1620, upon the market value. So the market value is equals to 1620 times 8 by 135, right? Now if I divide 1620 by 135, I get 12. So 12 times 8, and 12 times 8 is 96. So 96 rupees is the amount at which the stock is quoted. Option B is the correct answer. How much investment one must make in order to obtain an income of rupees 650 from 10% stock at rupees 96? 10% stock at rupees 96. What does that mean? Well, it means that the dividend is 10% and the market value is 96 rupees. The market value of one stock actually. I can say that if I consider the face value as 100, the dividend is 10 rupees and the market value is 96 based upon this statement, right? So income is actually 10, that is the dividend, if the investment, that is the market value of one share, is 96, right? And you need what is the investment to be made if you want an income of 650 rupees, right? Just cross multiply and equate and get the answers. So X is equals to 96 times 650 divided by 10, isn't it? So this 0 and this 0 gets cancelled out. This is equal to 96 times 65 is 6240. and this is rupees, the investment to be made. So option B is the correct answer. Easy, right? A man invested rupees 1552 in a stock at 97 to obtain an income of 128 rupees. What is the dividend from the stock? Now, what does stock at 97 mean? When it means that if the face value is 100 rupees, the market value is 97 rupees of one stock, right? Let us say that the dividend be X, and this will be in percentage because the face value is considered as 100, isn't it? Now, I can say that market value is basically investment, and the dividend is basically the income, right? So if the investment is 97 rupees, I have considered the income as X, right? Now we have been given the income as 128, so I can write 128 here, and we have also been given the amount that is invested completely for all the shares, right? And that's 1552, so I can write that here. Right? No need to worry about the face value now because we've got this section correctly. Just cross multiply and equate, we can get the value of X, and X will be the dividend percentage. And why percentage? Because the face value is 100. So I have X times 1552 is equals to 128 times 97, right? So X is equals to 128 times 97 divided by 1552. And when you solve it, you'll get it as 8%, right? So the dividend is 8%. I hope you got the point what I tried to explain here.